Coverage coming your is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. But this one has a chance to be really good.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, what's the best way to attack on this second shot, opening hole?
Less confusion, Rich. Just look at the flag. This is a fairly flat piece of fairway we're heading off, and to a green that's very generous. Should be safely on deck.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, how much does that birdie help the cause?
Well, it doesn't look like much right now, Rich, just sneaking inside the top 20, but at the end of the day, that might be the one that turned the tide.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this. We're sneaking into contention here. That birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early portion of this golf course. We're now at a par 5, the third hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. Just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee. Let it carry as far as possible.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long. Frank, chance to go for the green in 2 here at the third?
There is, but you can also use the terrain, which will kick the ball towards the left. So if you haven't hit the best of tee shots, still land that ball to the right and let it feed on.
Down, little Sheba, down!
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. And from the rough, he manages to not only make the green, but get within easy striking distance of the hole. Settles in over the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
So, 2 under early on. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the 4th. Frank, you have to be impressed with what you've seen from the golfer so far.
It's rock solid. The ultimate of professional, doing exactly what you should be on a day like today.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Shouldn't be a problem here. Man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just 5 feet left. Nice par to remain at 2 under. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo. So long for now. This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live second round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. This is a good-looking shot. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good. So off the long par 3/10, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally, down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, here at the 11th hole, second shot, another chance to make a birdie.
Certainly is. The only thing you're guarding against here with that second shot into 11 is just going long. Pretty generous green once again. Because it slopes back into the player's face, the ball's not going to kick forward.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
Well, not in contention, but in for par. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of he's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I've ever seen. Just let it rip.
Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. That is how it's done, right there. What an approach shot. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Methodically starting to climb the leaderboard now. 4 under par for the tournament with yet another birdie. Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
Superb shot once again, and only about 15 feet away for a birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Well, Frank, I thought that was in. How does that not go in? So a tester from 4 feet. Good par. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit. Well, a hard hole after that tee shot has now become an easy hole.
It's the great equalizer. When you can drive the golf ball, Frank, just like that, boy, it opens up so many avenues, and he'll have plenty to choose from here. Looks good. Chance to make a birdie.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just playing excellent golf. 5 under for the tournament. That concludes the second round here at this amazing golf course. And Frank, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
I certainly am as well. The players have gotten off to a very good start, and they must have a good feel for the course right now and know what they have to do in order to win.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today it's live third round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Frank going for 2 in a row now. Oh my goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, you'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
Clean this up with a tap. And he makes it for par. Frank, what's the key here at the 5th hole? It's par 4, 424 yards.
The first real stringent tee shot of the day. 3 bunkers, first one not really in play. That third one in the distance, unless you're someone like a Bubba Watson, you should be able to aim at that and not reach it.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Frank, the 6th here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting. Very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one. That's an absolute beauty.
Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. Well, Frank, this is the longest hole on the golf course, 602 yards, obviously a par 5, though guys like Rory have to be thinking about making an easy 4, getting home in 2.
Yeah, you referenced it. Longest hole on the golf course. Yet Rory McIlroy still reached it in 2. This has exploded off the club face. Second shot.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Wow, what a day. Every green hit in regulation. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. That birdie will help, Frank.
Certainly moving into the top half, that's for sure. And starting to narrow that number down in front.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just 5 feet left. Starting to move now, Frank, on this leaderboard.
Certainly going all in the positive direction. He was in the middle of the pack, now top 15.
Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Not in the fairway, but not too bad, just in that first cut. Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Frank, nothing like an eagle to sort of change the complexion of a player's outlook.
It's certainly going to change the number of zeros on the paycheck at the end of this week.
Moves into the top 15 after making an eagle right there. This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live final round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Beautiful looking shot right here. Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem. Even par currently.
Well, not in contention, but in for par. Well, now the par fours begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help. Go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that. He's gone for a little extra.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this second shot to the par 4 15th is what you might call a professional's shot. Explain why.
Yeah, there's always an advantage if a better player can shape a shot. So you have a long second shot, but just the way this green is, notice there's a slightly better entry from the left side. So the better player would try and hit a little fade in there. That might appear the safest shot coming in, but it's going to actually give you the best chance of hitting it close. General run-of-the-mill shot, sometimes you just bash it away over that right bunker, but it's not really the way in which that hole's designed.
And getting ready for the putt. Frank, we haven't seen a whole lot of that, but no doubt it feels good. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favor a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it. Nice.
Looks good. Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Wow, I thought he made that. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Has his par. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that one. Teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Good contact, good result. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Always love to hear the sound of the bottom of the cup. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Frank, this is one of my favorite shots in all of golf. Second to a par 5 finishing hole. We know we have a chance to see some fireworks.
Yeah, that drive has certainly cut this hole down to size. And second shot just a little bit uphill, but you can see this is just green light. Massive entry into the front of the screen.
Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. These putts keep the round together. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. Clean this up with a tap. So another bogey on the scorecard. And Frank, what happened this week?
I think it's a week to forget, Rich.
Well, Frank, as we wrap things up here at Banff Springs, we think about the reasons we love this game. A, the competition, but I think also where it takes us to amazing places like the Canadian Rockies.
It was a great day to play golf and take pictures, but the golf course right in front of you, it is absolutely beautiful to the eye and rewarding too for some good golf.
Well, that'll wrap it up for all of us here at EA Sports. I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo saying, until next time.